From time and space and places unknown, it's Gazbot 100 Days of Making Comics, Day 4.
Wow, wop. It's me, Gazbot, 100 Days of Making Comics. It's off to a good start, but I haven't started yet. I was gonna say it's morning. It's like 11:35. I got up 11 today. Q is still asleep. My father's still in town. I think he's out for a walk. So I got up, made myself some nice blueberry, my last bowl. I got this at a, man, I keep getting blasted in the face by the sun. It's like, why did you sleep so late? Wake up! Anyway, I got coffee, I got blueberry, and I'm quickly trying to catch up on some social media, fixing some links that were wrong on my last video that was pointed out to me, so thank you for that, and just generally catching up on work emails and things like that. If I can, I'll put in my 30 minutes now, because we're probably going to go out and do things for the day. If not, I'll do it later, but either way, it will be done. We're going to check it again soon. Here's a thing.
Something else I forgot to mention. Yesterday or the day before, I'm losing track of all time and space. But anyway, look at this.
What? It's Kid Switch. This is the comic, other than Earthling, that I had worked on. It's from Reckless Sidekick Productions, and it's written by Keith Gleason, and I did all the art, I did the cover and all the interior art for it. He did the writing and the lettering, and he actually did some of the lettering on the Horror A4. I did all the penciling. I mean, it was all digital, but I did the pencil, inks, colors, everything. And I did all of issue 1. I don't think I'm going to be doing anymore because he asked me to, and I had a good working relationship with him. I have nothing but good things to say about him and his company. But
I need to focus on the Horror A4. And so Kid Switch is going to find a new art master, as it were. But check it out. I'll put a link below. I don't know if he has a digital copy yet. I'm going to have to look into it. But I'll put a link where you can find it. Right? Yes. And also, Keith Gleason, who created, as I said, and a few other books, is putting on his very first own comic convention in the Boston, Massachusetts area called Plastic City Comic Con, I believe. So if you're in that area, check it out. I'll put a link for that below as well.
look at me, once again, in a bathroom, in front of a lovely shower, but the lighting is better. I am once again exiled to the bedroom as my father is sleeping in the living room, and my lovely wife is gaming/working in the office. I could do it in there with her, but I feel awkward talking when she's there, and she'll be like, what are you saying? And I'm like, not you, and anyway, here we are. It is Saturday night. It is, I think it's 11:30. Now, I did do my 30 minutes just a little while ago. I want to say 11 to 11:30-ish, somewhere in there. What did I do? Hey, thumbnails once again. And I did pages 20 through 24, so 4 thumbnails, which seems to be my average for a half hour. I was saying thumbnails I thought took me 10 to 15 minutes, but based on this, they take me about 7.5 minutes. I think it fluctuates, and the time when I spent an hour and had more time, I think it expanded to fill that time, which is something that I've heard happens. The more free time you have, expands to fill it. The more money you have, expands to fill that. The more whatever, like you equalize at some level. I don't know how true that is, but it's a theory I've heard, and in this particular instance, it seems to be valid. So, look, a mirror. Oh, I'm a vampire, I have no reflection. I promise that's a mirror. Wait, let's find out if I'm a vampire together. I'm not. You can even see that. I'm getting silly. This doesn't matter. You're here because I'm doing 100 Days of Making Comics, where I'm working on my own independent kaiju comic, The Horror A4. Kaiju as in giant monster, like a Godzilla type thing. And I'm working on issue 2. Issue 1, done. You can buy it below. What? Another commercial? I'm doing that a lot lately. Anyway, I worked on the thumbnails. And it's funny because the last video I was talking about how action I sometimes have trouble with. It started with an action panel, well, sort of not an action panel, but a big splash panel of the monster lumbering, you know. And then there's a lot of dialogue between Boots and one of the other characters. And I'm fine with that, except, you like that wind-up? And I'm fine with that, except that the amount of dialogue that I'm expecting, the amount of dialogue writer Gaz is expecting artist Gaz to fit in these panels might be unrealistic. I was going to tweak it and fix either the dialogue or the layout or whatever, but again I decided, no, I'm just plowing through, gonna keep it assembly line. My job is to do thumbnails. My job is not to fix the layouts or anything else, you know, like, or the dialogue or whatever. So I suspect, at least on one of these pages, I'm going to either have to expand it like I have with previous pages, or cut some of that dialogue out, or do something. Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe I'll be happily surprised that when I blow it up to larger size and use the font and everything, it shrinks down and it works out just great. But I'm not really counting on it. And there's the other thing of, if I have 6-word balloons back and forth, and I could fit them in the panel and it's readable, great, problem solved. But artistically, with the acting, I use acting in quotes because obviously, like, well, for those that aren't familiar, often that term is used, acting with the characters, who can be looked at as actors. Acting meaning that if someone's saying, like, you're a jerk, you're going to draw them going. So the problem comes if someone goes, you're a jerk, ha ha ha, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. That's like 3 different emotions for each sentence. So if I have them going, you're a jerk, ha ha, I'm just kidding, no, I'm not. But with one panel, it looks weird. And the way I would want to do it, and I think a lot of people would want to do it, is like, you're a jerk, one panel. Ha ha ha, just kidding, second panel. And then, ooh, I was serious, third panel. And that build, using the acting, it creates a flow of emotion that fits the dialogue. But you do that too much, and you have a panel of each face for every sentence, and it starts to become borderline animation, you know. So that's another one of those things of like action versus whatever, you know, like how much do I want to show, how many individual drawings of each character do I want to show with that emotion that they are expressing. But I'm pushing that down the line to next round Gazbot. You know, I'm just doing rough thumbnails. I'm rough thumbnails, Gazbot. I use my thumbs roughly to do them. Anyway, that's where I'm at. So I'm done up to page 24. I believe at last count there are 27 pages. I might be wrong about that, I've forgotten. So theoretically, I've only got like 3 more? That doesn't sound right. Let's say I have 3 more, which means I should be able to wrap it up tomorrow, barring any more, you know, whatever, explosive things, which means that by the time I leave for Chicago in 3 days, these thumbnails will be done, and I will be working on the next round, or possibly designs. And I was thinking that maybe I might queue up all the designs I need to do, characters that I haven't done in all our locations, and that could be something I could work on analog, meaning without my computers, paper and pen, while I'm at Godzilla Fest, G-Fest, while I'm in Chicago for a few days. That might be what I do. So I want to at least get this part done, and then I'll compile the list and blah, 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 blah. So I have a little bit of a plan in place there. I also thought about the videos. I know there's like some minor, I use an iPhone, that's what I use to record, and there's a minor editing ability that I haven't messed with too much because I usually edit on the computer. But I think one of the things you could do is trim clips and maybe put a few together. So I'm going to look into that a little bit more. But what I might do is just record like my little theme song and the Gazbot 100 Days Making Comics Round 2. That's not the music that goes with it, but you know what I mean. So maybe I'll just record that clip and save it to my phone, and then maybe like an end photo with like my, you know, links and things like that, and then I'll have a video talking like this with no editing, and then I'll have that at the beginning and the end to keep a little bit of consistency. I know it's not important in the big scheme of things. Worst case scenario, I can always re-edit things, you know, whatever, but that's just something I'm thinking about coming into it. So it's about 11. I'm not tired. I want to get some more work done, but what I realize I really need to do is do inventory of prints and things so that I could be ready. My father is leaving Tuesday morning, and I knew this stuff was coming up, but I was like, I thought I had more time. Like I think yesterday, I'm like, in like a week and a half, I'll be in Chicago. I'll be in Chicago a lot sooner than that. Today is Saturday. I'll be in Chicago Wednesday. So that's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I leave Wednesday afternoon. That's 3.5 days. I haven't done inventory. I know I need to make some prints. So I'm not going to be able to do that today, tomorrow, or Monday probably. Maybe Monday night. Possibly, unlikely. But Tuesday my dad leaves. Tuesday is my big free day. He leaves in the morning, I have all day free, and then Wednesday I leave in the afternoon, so I can't get too much done. So I need to get my inventory done before Wednesday, so that Wednesday I can go get all my prints done, and like anything I need to do to get ready before I get on the plane is gonna be Wednesday. So right now I'm just gonna sit down and do a bunch of inventory. Exciting! Anyway, I'll see you next time. Today is day 4, which seems low. It's like, oh man, it's only day 4, but it also seems like, man, this is flying along. I decided to do it, and I'm already on day 4. Not even including day 0. That's like 5 different days I've done this. But once again, we must consider this very important. If today is day 4, well then that means we've got 96 days left! 96 days left.